Welcome back. Well, beef is one of the most popular choices for summer grilling, and today we welcome Whitney Carmen from the Kentucky Beef Council with some tips and recipe ideas. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for having us. We've got lots of great recipes on our website, kybeef.com, but these are just two of the ones that we're highlighting to kick off summer grilling season. As you know, Memorial Day is coming up this weekend, and it's the unofficial kickoff to summer grilling. So we've got the spicy cheeseburger sliders here and top sirloin kebabs. And they're spicy, so with bell peppers.
And kebabs are a really great way to get vegetables and everything mixed in with your meal as well, right?
Yes, they are. This recipe there is a kebab recipe that uses the top sirloin, which is one of our 29 lean cuts of beef, and this is the actual sirloin here. And you're just going to cut it up into kebab chunks about 1 inch thick. And the thing with the kebabs here is you can use the wooden ones or you can use the metal ones. Just make sure that you get these wet if you're going to use them.
Soak those beforehand.
Soak those before, right? Because they will burn on our grill here. And with the kebabs themselves, we don't get to use this meat thermometer here, which is a staple. It should be in your kitchen and your grill, because this is what's going to determine your doneness of your beef, and it's going to prevent food safety problems throughout the summer. So this is the thing to have.
And sizes of cutting those is important too, to get a thorough cooking. Right.
And as you see here with the done kebabs, those are not touching the peppers or the other beef, and that's because when we cook it on the grill, we want to make sure that it gets done on all sides. So that's going to determine that it's at 145 or medium rare, which is what we promote through summer grilling season. And with burgers, on the other hand, this recipe that we're using here is a 95% lean ground beef, which is one of our 29 lean cuts, and it wants to be cooked to 160 degrees. And then you can actually use the thermometer with your burgers, and it's very important to do that. So
I had said earlier in the week it ruins your whole grilling experience when you have to cut into something to check if it's done, and the juiciness gets out of it. So that's why you got to have one of those,
and
right?
Utensils, you're exactly right. The thermometer is the key to have, especially when you're using the grill, so that you can check it. But when we're cooking with steaks and stuff, you want to use tongs. You don't want to use a fork, because they will seep out. The juices will seep out, and you won't have a juicy eating experience. Now, with burgers, we want to use a spatula, and that's because we don't want to squeeze those burgers and let all the juices run out on that way as well. So especially when you do check your burgers, you'll have to use the tongs to get your thermometer in. However, you don't want to use it very much at all. So.
And since you're the beef expert, this is a debate we always have. What's the deal with turning burgers? You're not supposed to flip them too much, right?
No, you're actually not. What we tell people is once you get everything prepped and put on the grill, put the lid on and walk away. And then you want to come back in about 10 minutes, based on what type of cut you're using or burgers. You want to open the grill, you flip it. Make sure that you use different tongs, because you want to make sure you use raw food and raw utensils with raw foods and cooked with cooked. So make sure that you're following those food safety guidelines. But yeah, you only have to turn it once or twice, if that. So. All
right. Well, great tips. Very timely, of course, with a lot of folks firing up the grills this weekend. And you see there at the bottom of your screen the contact information for the Kentucky Beef Council, and also their website, as Whitney mentioned, has a lot of great recipes, and we'll be putting these recipes on our website a little bit later too, so you can get those for your own grilling festivities. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with another check of news and weather.